Almost all fires start small, but they don't stay small for long. That's why hand portable extinguishers are very important in a fire protection program. ANSUL builds the best hand portables in the industry, but the people who use them have to be trained and confident. When a fire starts, they have to know what to do in the first 2 minutes. One of the most common fires is an uncontained flammable liquid spill. To activate the extinguisher, remove the nozzle from its holder. Then push down the puncture lever. Approach the fire from upwind and aim the dry chemical stream just short of the near edge of the fire. Sweep the dry chemical from side to side. Don't step into the fueled area. After the fire is out, back away from it to guard against reflash. A gasoline spill fire is one thing, but a spill complicated by an obstacle requires a different firefighting technique. If only one person attacks the fire, some of the flame will be shielded from extinguishment by the obstacle. Even though he moves fast, one firefighter cannot extinguish the fire. When two men attack the fire at the same time, they come from upwind and open their nozzles together within 8 to 10 feet of the fire. Each moves slowly around the obstacle, making himself responsible for 2/3 of the fire to prevent flashback. This will be another spill fire, which can be put out by one person, but the leading edge will be too wide to sweep the dry chemical from side to side. The firefighter starts from the upwind end of the fire, aims the discharge just in front of the near edge, and moves along parallel to the fire. A flammable liquid fire in depth is more difficult. The fire should be approached from upwind. Aim the dry chemical at a corner. Split the stream on the lip of the container. Complete extinguishment using a side-to-side sweeping motion. The fire becomes even more difficult with an obstacle in the pan. Again, 2 firefighters are needed. They approach from upwind, and each takes an opposite corner of the pan to start. First, overlapping and splitting their streams on the lip, they sweep from side to side. They move around the pan, making sure neither splashes fuel on the other or catches him in the discharge. Flammable liquid storage is common to many businesses and industries. Fire in such storage is complicated by the obstacles in it. The fire must be attacked from the upwind side with a rapid, sweeping up and down motion. A dip tank will present a different type of fire because fuel will be gravity fed to a spill under the tank. Extinguishment should be started at the bottom. The fire should be approached from the upwind side and the nozzle opened a safe distance from the near edge of the spill. The spill fire should be put out before moving the discharge up to the tank. Approach carefully to avoid splashing more fuel on the ground. You could get a fire like this in a leaking oil or gasoline pump. You should go after the spill fire under the pump first, then move to the fuel source and extinguish the rest of the fire. ANSUL makes 3 different types of dry chemical agents. All are effective on flammable liquid fires, but only 4A monoammonium-based dry chemical is effective on Class A fires which burn with an ember in materials like wood, paper, and cloth. An entirely different technique is used to fight such a fire, although the approach should still be from upwind. Discharge over and into the trash box knocks down the fire first. Then charred materials should be pulled out and finally extinguished with an intermittent discharge of dry chemical. The firefighter should stand by for a few minutes to make sure the fire is out. If fire occurs again, the container should be emptied in the same way until extinguishment is certain. ANSUL hand portable extinguishers have a number of optional features to meet particular needs. An indicator in the fill cap shows immediately when the extinguisher has been pressurized by popping up a red indicator. A ring pin, which must be pulled before the extinguisher is pressurized. 2 different nozzles are available, one standard nozzle and the one shown with a red handle, which gives a high flow rate, especially suited to flammable gas pressure fires. This ring pin model with a high flow nozzle will be used on a propane fire. The discharge is aimed in the same direction as the flow of the gas. It's easy, but it must be done right. Discharging the dry chemical across the flow of propane would never put the fire out. Once the fire is out, the supply of fuel must be shut off. If not, the fuel may flow downwind to another source of ignition, where explosion could result. When escaping flammable gas impinges against an object, the fire looks quite different, but is attacked the same way. Dry chemical directed into the flowing fuel is carried into the flame. After use, every extinguisher should be blown down by inverting it and opening the nozzle. The extinguisher must then be recharged before being returned to service. ANSUL cartridge-operated extinguishers are versatile enough to fit almost all hand-portable needs. They're activated in 2 simple steps, and they are designed to fight fires in that critical first 2 minutes, when small fires can be prevented from becoming large and dangerous. Training is essential for everyone who needs to use hand-portable extinguishers. Knowledge and confidence is the key to that first 2 minutes.